Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to create RepairShopr ticket from Google Sheets. So I am an owner of a software repair services and I receive multiple repair requests from my customers. So now here in this case I want whenever I add a new detail in my Google Sheets, then automatically using that detail a new ticket should be created in my RepairShopr account for the same. So now here to build this connection I need to connect these applications using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to understand how to create RepairShopr ticket from Google Sheets. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that I run a software repair service and keep track of my existing customers' information in Google Sheets. So whenever a customer needs another software fix or update, manually creating a ticket in RepairShopr for every request takes time and effort. So by automating this process, I can instantly generate a RepairShopr ticket directly from the customer details in Google Sheets whenever a new issue comes up. This allows me to respond to requests faster, ensures all necessary information is included accurately, and keeps my workflow efficient so I can focus more on solving the software problems quickly for my client. So now here in this case I want whenever I add a new detail in my Google Sheets, then automatically using that detail, it should look for the existing customers in my RepairShopr account, and after finding the existing customer, then automatically a new ticket should be created for that particular customer with the new issue subjected. So here to build this connection, I need to connect my Google Sheets with my RepairShopr account, and here to build my connection, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Plus, it keeps everything organized and error-free so you can focus on growing your business hassle-free. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button given in the top right corner. And now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create RepairShopr ticket from Google Sheets. And here I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more link given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. And now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So in our trigger step, we are going to select our trigger application as Google Sheets because we are going to get the details from our Google Sheets only. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit and share spreadsheets online. It's like having a powerful and flexible digital workbook that you can access from any device with an internet connection. People use Google Sheets because it's super convenient for collaborating with others in real time. Whether you are tracking expenses, creating project plans, analyzing data, or working on a group assignment, Google Sheets makes it easy to work together and stay organized. Plus, it integrates seamlessly with other Google apps like Google Drive and Google Forms, making it a go-to tool for personal and professional use. So here in my Google Sheets Sheets trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row. So that whenever I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets row, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Or you can say that whenever I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets row, then automatically this entire workflow is going to be triggered. And now here, after selecting my trigger event, you can see I have received a webhook URL. That means here, to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to use this particular webhook URL given over here. So here, following the instructions given below, firstly here I'm going to copy this webhook URL. And here I've already logged in my Google Sheets account, and here you can see the spreadsheet which I've created with the name RepairShopr tickets. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to connect this Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect in order to send the data from this Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect whenever a new row is added in this Google Sheet. So here, to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, what you have to do is that you have to click on this extensions given over here, and from here you have to click on this add-ons. Now here under add-ons you have to select get add-ons. And then here in this Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for an add-on, that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks over here. And then you have to install this add-on in your Google Sheets account in order to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So here you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account. So moving back, and after installing this particular add-on in your Google Sheets account, you have to follow the same steps. So now once you have installed this particular add-on, you have to refresh your Google Sheets, and it's a very important step. So now after refreshing your spreadsheet, you have to click on this extensions again, and then you will be able to see an option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks over here. So from here you have to click on this initial setup. And here under initial setup, you can see we have received the option for webhook URL and the trigger column. So here in this webhook URL field, I need to enter my webhook URL which I have received in my Pabbly's workflow. So this is my webhook URL, and then here it is asking me for a trigger column. So the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here in my Google Sheets, my last data column is column G. So here I'm going to enter my trigger column as column G. And now here, after entering the webhook URL and the trigger column, here I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see it says setup configured successfully. So here you can see here I've already added some data in my Google Sheets. So here I can easily do a test submission. So for that I'm going to click on this send test button given over here, and by clicking on this, it is going to send a test data to this particular webhook URL over here. So here you can see it says test data sent successfully. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have successfully received a response over here where we have received the spreadsheet name as RepairShopr tickets. Scrolling little down, here you can see the priority. Here you can see the row index. Here you can see the issue subject as virus issue. And here you can see the issue description as our software has got some issue and it has been stuck. Here you can see the customer's phone number, customer's email address, customer's name, and the company name over here. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. But now let me tell you that here, to connect our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect and sending the data from our Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect, on every new row added, you have to perform another very important step. So for that, what you have to do is that you have to click on this extensions given over here, and then you have to click on this Pabbly Connect webhooks, and then you have to turn on this send on event button given over here. So by turning it on, whenever we are going to add a new detail in our Google Sheets row, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have received a tick in front of the send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and with this we have successfully set up our trigger over here. Now let's move to action step, and here in this action step we are going to search for the customer in our RepairShopr account, because I have already told you that we are going to create a new tickets only for the existing customer over here. So here we have to search in our RepairShopr account that whether the data which we have received is an existing customer or not. So for that, here in this action step, I am going to select my action application as RepairShopr. So RepairShopr is a tool designed for repair shops to manage their business operations more easily. It helps with everything from tracking customer repairs to invoicing, inventory management, and customer communication. People use RepairShopr because it simplifies the day-to-day task of running a repair business, letting you focus more on fixing things and less on paperwork. Whether you run a phone, computer, or general repair shop, RepairShopr helps keep everything organized and running smoothly. So here in my RepairShopr action step, I'm going to select my action event as search a customer. So by selecting this particular action event, I'm going to search for a customer in my RepairShopr account based on the details received on my Google Sheets. So now here, to connect my RepairShopr with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your RepairShopr account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me for a token and the subdomain name over here. So here, following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my RepairShopr account, and from here I'm going to click on my profile icon given over here, and from here I'm going to select profile and password option given over here. And now here under this profile and password, I'm going to select the option for API tokens by scrolling little down. And here you can see I have received the option for API tokens in this left side bar. So here I'm going to click it over here. And now I'm going to generate a new token by clicking on this new token button given over here. And here under new token, I'm going to select custom permissions. And here under custom permission, I'm going to give a name to my new token, that is new ticket. And then I'm going to give an expiration such as, let's suppose here I'm going to give the expiration as 25th September, scrolling little down, and then it is asking to select the permissions. So I'm going to select all the permission in order to avoid the authentication error. So I'm going to select all the permissions, and now scrolling little down, and then I'm going to click on this create API token button given over here. And here you can see we have successfully received the new API token. So here I'm going to copy it. Moving back to my Pabbly's workflow. And here I'm going to enter the token. And now here after entering the token, here it is asking me for subdomain. So here in the help text it says enter your RepairShopr's account subdomain. If your account URL is https://pabblyconnect.repairshopr.com, then your subdomain will be Pabbly Connect. So here to get this subdomain, let me take you back to my RepairShopr account. And here you can see my domain name as Papson. So here I'm going to copy it. Moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to enter my subdomain. And now here after entering both the details, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and here you can see this first name, last name and some other fields are not a required field. So here we are going to search for the customer based on the email address of the customer. So here I'm only going to map this email address. So here instead of entering this customer email address manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever we are going to receive a new detail in our Google Sheets, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here I'm going to map the email of the customer. So here I'm going to search for the email. So this is my customer's email. Moving forward, and here after entering a required detail, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the customer ID. Here you can see the first name, last name, full name, business name, email and all the other details of this customer. So that means we have successfully found the existing customers with the same details. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. Now let's move to another action step by clicking on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, we are going to use a feature by Pabbly, that is filter by Pabbly. So by using this particular feature, what we are going to do is that we are going to filter the value of our customer. So here I want to use the filter by Pabbly in order to move forward with creating a new ticket for the existing customer only. So here in this action event, I'm going to select my event as filter values, and then I'm going to click on this connect. And here you can see after clicking on this connect, here it is asking me to set the filter condition over here. So for that, it is asking me to select the label. So here I'm going to select the label from the response we have received in our previous step. So I'm going to select my label as customer ID. And here for the filter type, I'm going to select my filter type as exist. So by selecting this filter type, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to run this workflow further only when I have received this customer ID in my previous step. And if I don't receive this customer ID in my previous step, that means the customer is not an existing customer. So this workflow is not going to be run further. So now here after entering this condition, I have successfully set up my filter action step over here. But if you want to add more conditions, then you can add more conditions by clicking on this AND condition button and the OR condition button given over here. And now here after selecting my filter condition, I am going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see I have received the status as success and the message as condition is true because I have received the existing customer detail in my previous step. So now moving forward, and now I'm going to create a new ticket in my RepairShopr account for the same. So here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application again as RepairShopr. I'm going to select it. And this time I'm going to select my action event as create a ticket, so that after surpassing this filter step, automatically a new ticket should be created for the existing customer in our RepairShopr account with all the new details received in our Google Sheets. And now here to connect my RepairShopr account with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. And here this time I'm going to click on the select existing connection because I've already connected my RepairShopr account with Pabbly Connect in my previous step. So now here after selecting this existing connection, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me for a customer ID. So here instead of selecting this customer ID from this drop down menu given over here, we are going to map this customer ID from the response we have received in our previous RepairShopr action step. So here to map this customer ID, I'm going to turn on this map button given over here. And then I'm going to remove this customer ID. And I'm going to map the customer ID from the response of my action step that I have used for the RepairShopr. So this is my customer ID. And now here after entering this customer ID, here it is asking me for a subject. So here I'm going to map the subject from the response which I have received in my Google Sheets trigger step. So this is the issue subject. Moving forward, problem type as virus. And here for the comment subject, I'm going to map the subject again. And here for the comment body, I'm going to map the issue description. So this is the issue description. Here for the hidden, I'm going to select yes. And then here it is asking me for SMS body. So here it is not a required field. So here I'm going to leave it blank. Do not email, yes. And then here it is asking me for tag, ticket type ID and some other details. So here these fields are not a required field. So here I'm going to leave them blank. Scrolling a little down, and then here I'm going to map the priority from the response I've received in my Google Sheets. So this is the priority. Scrolling a little down, and now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a new ticket in our RepairShopr account. So now let's go and check it. Here I'm going to click on this ticket option given over here. And here you can see we have successfully created a new ticket over here for the ABC company. Let me open this for you. So here you can see the ticket subject as virus issue. Scrolling little down. And here you can see all the customer information over here and some other details over here. So with this, we have successfully set up our automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Google Sheets and our action as RepairShopr, filter and RepairShopr again. So that whenever we are going to add a new detail in our Google Sheets, then automatically it is going to search for an existing customer in our RepairShopr account. And after that, automatically it is going to apply a filter for the customer ID. And if the customer ID exists, then only it is going to create a new ticket in our RepairShopr account, or else it's going to stop the workflow over here only. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.